Hi YouTube, this is Terry here. I just wanted to talk to you about a new product that was out there and something that I found that was very helpful to me. It's the Bullpup stock made by Badger Gun Stocks, and it's designed to fit the Marlin Model 795. It takes a great little rifle and makes it even better than it was when it first came out. First thing I'm going to do here is a safety check just so everybody knows the gun's not loaded. Both magazines are empty. Bolt is back. Chamber is clear. Okay, that out of the way. Let's start with the stock. I'm going to start at the front and work my way back. The bipod doesn't come with a stock. I put that on here just so for display. But you get to the front of the stock here, you'll notice you've got a rail. So you can put your lasers or your flashlight on it, and there's one also included on the other side. You come back here on the stock. This is your original trigger group from your Marlin 795. So you don't have anything strange or added in that's not part of the original gun. There's a stainless steel rod that runs from this trigger back here to the sear where it releases so you can fire the gun. Now it's stainless steel, which is really nice. It's not aluminum and it's not plastic, so it works. The stock is solid. I mean, you can listen to it. It's just as solid as the original stock, if not more. It's designed really well. The original safety is what you utilize. There's nothing different about it. You don't have to have a safety back here. This gun already has a built-in mag safety as well, so you can't pull the trigger without a magazine out of it. I did want to show you something though. Turn the gun sideways here a little bit. If you look under here, it appears that's where your magazine might go. It's not. It's an extra place to store an extra magazine. You just pop it up in there. So you've got one 10-round mag stored in the pistol grip, which is very handy. Then you load your mag back here, if you had rounds in it. And because this is a Marlin 795, it has an automatic bolt release, which you just push down. And the gun is ready to go. One thing I'd like to say about the trigger pull on this is it's really solid. I want you to hear it. Let me make sure the safety is off. Yep. So this is the trigger pull. There's no creep in there. Solid, good reset. So moving further back down the stock. By the way, taking the stock off to clean your gun has exactly 4 screws to take it apart and clean it. The 2 that are back here and the 2 up on the barrel. Not any hard work to clean this gun. Not 14 Allen screws to remove or anything else. Simple and straightforward. Moving back on the stock here, we have the scope rail. The scope rail is not included. It costs $20 more, but it's a very solid scope mount. Picatinny rail on top. It utilizes the old 22 rails on the top of the receiver. It attaches here at the top of the receiver onto there, where these old rails are. And it uses the dovetail from your front sight. So you drift your front sight off, and you put this down here, and a screw goes down through it and pulls on it and creates tension. This is a solid rock Picatinny rail. I put my little Bushnell TRS 25 on top of it because it's such a nice little red dot scope and it's not real expensive. Moving back here, this stock is mostly right-handed friendly. There's no place for a lefty to put his face. Maybe they'll figure that out in the future. I hope so. Gary Morris figured this out. He's the one who designed it at Badger Stocks and builds it. It's a super design. I'll bet he'll figure something out to make that work as well. Moving further down the stock, you come back here and you have your butt plate. Built into the butt plate is a compartment. And in that compartment you could store a cleaning kit, you could store a box of ammo, you can even store an extra couple magazines if you wanted to. It's a really super design. And when you're done, you just pop the butt plate back in place and snap it, push the little lock down, and it's attached. couple other things I wanted to mention on the stock. It comes with sling swivels, you know, studs on the front, studs in the back. And the biggest thing on the stock, as good a design as it is, and as wonderful as it works, it costs $99. I took this stock myself, and I have one arm. I took my rifle out of this stock here, Marlin 795 stock, removed the trigger group, installed the trigger group on here, put the plug in for the old magazine hole, and put this together in 15 minutes. And I did it with one hand. Now, I haven't seen a video for any of the bullpup stocks that you could do that in 15 minutes with, let alone with one hand. The only hard part I had doing was installing the metal rod that attaches to the trigger group right here that goes back. And that took me an extra couple minutes with 2 screwdrivers. It's a really neat design stock. It's a really neat little rifle. When you put the whole package together, the rifle cost $139, the stock cost me $99, and there was an additional $20 for the scope mount. So for literally for $250, you have a really excellent 22 bullpup rifle. One with excellent trigger pull. One that has great, oh, I forgot to mention, you don't have to have a scope on here. You can keep your original sights and they work. So it's an option. If you choose not to have a scope, you don't have to. You still have excellent sight picture with the original sights. In conclusion, I'm really happy with this. It's simple to put together. It works. He made an excellent design that works. So I'm going to have a range test coming up pretty soon here, and I'll make a short video on that as well. And that's about it. Thanks a lot.